Hey, Bolo Buddies, thanks for watching. Okay, so I have another featured seller for you guys, and this gal is from Canada, so pretty cool. So she sells on eBay Canada. It's kind of neat to kind of see what's selling in Canada, what's a bolo there. Now, do they have different bolos? I don't know. I think that these things probably sell good in the USA or in Canada just the same. We're not that far apart. But anyway, pretty cool. So I'm going to get started here, but I wanted to start by telling you she talks about getting it at a doll room. So she gave me like a little paragraph of what that means, and I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys just so you have a gist of what's going on here, because a lot of the items come from this doll room. So it says, back in December, I responded to a local ad where a woman was selling off her late parents' dolls and collectibles. The room was filled with hundreds, if not thousands, of items, dolls and collectibles from all over the last 120 years or so. Antique dolls, vintage dolls, German dolls, collectible toys, old Barbies, you name it. The woman really just wanted everything gone ASAP and sold the entire room to her for $500, her price. In USA, that would have been $371.62. So she got, it could have been like 1,000 items for $371. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So since then, she's managed to make her money back and more. She's currently at a profit of her Canada. I guess their currency, would that be what I want to say? Would be $756. So she spent $500, and so far she's made $756. For USA, that would be $371.62, and compared at $562.89 profit. So, but she hasn't listed all of her stuff. You'll see she's got good margins. I'll show you guys here soon. And that's just in sales from the dolls from that room alone. And she still has so much more to go through. It'll probably take her months, if not years. So when it says came from the doll room, she's not really telling me how much she paid for it, because, I mean, how do you figure? I mean, she'd have to take the total number of items, divide it out, whatnot. We know she got the stuff cheap. So what she said is a lot of these items you can find at thrift stores or garage sales, stuff like that. So these are items that are out there that you can find. So you're still going to learn from it, even if you don't know exactly what she paid for it. All right, so let's get started here. Again, subscribe below, click the alerts button. That'll alert you when I post new videos. Okay, so the first item here is, this is an old listing, and she actually sent this to me. This is from December 2018, so she sent it to me probably around then, but I had it in Messenger, so I pulled it up. But you can see this little guy here. For some reason, not all the photos are showing up. But she bought this at a thrift store, and it was a bag of toys, and she paid a couple bucks for the bag. And she sold it auction style, and it sold for $120, which USA would be like 90 bucks. And Kittles, I think is how you say it. Bluey Blooper. It's a little Martian alien. She said it was missing pieces and had flaws, and it still sold for $120, $90 USA. That's crazy. So she does pretty good with toys. Next one here are these Care Bears. She paid $5 each for them, so total for both of them was $10, and that's her. So that would be $7.43 USA currency. She got it at a thrift store, and she sold it for $275, which would be $204.46 for US. All right, we have this 2013 Care Bear from University Children's Hospital. She paid $3, which would have been $2.23 US. She got it at a thrift store, and she sold it for $258.77, which US would be $192.39. And she said, even though this bear was recently released, these are very sought after by some members of the Care Bears collectors community. So this is one to look for. I guess it's hard to find, but now you know. I wouldn't have known that. Okay, so these are from the doll room, and she said she posted these in a doll identification group prior to selling to ensure they were legitimate antique German handmade half dolls. So I'm guessing that she found out that they were. So this came from the doll room that she spent $500 on, and she sold this alone for $212. So, I mean, she is really going to do really well on this doll room. And these are really cool. Okay. So $212.50, that would be $157.99 US. And I really appreciate her breaking down the numbers for me, because I would not have, I guess there's probably an app for that. There's an app for everything, right? Okay, these strawberry shortcake dolls, paid $20 for both, which was $14.87 US from a local seller, and she sold it for $124.99, which is $92.93 US. Only a limited number of these dolls were, they're called rag dolls with the vinyl heads, were produced. Huckleberry can be especially hard to find with his hat. So she's also giving us good information to help us when we are looking for these items. But apparently this guy's hard to find, especially with his hat. But these are called rag dolls with vinyl faces. So big money there, guys. Be on the lookout for those. Okay, so this is a vintage polka dot plush characters complete set, 1996. So she paid $100 for these, which is $74.35, but she wanted it for her own personal collection. She got it from a local seller. She ended up selling it for $119. She said she just wanted to make her money back because she found the only two characters she actually wanted somewhere else. So she basically just tried to get her money back. So she did. She bought it for $100, sold it for $119. So with fees and everything, she probably about broke even. But what this is going to tell you is that if you find this, it has value if you can pick it up cheap. So, I mean, I wouldn't pay $100 for it unless it was something that you wanted. But it was something she wanted. But it's a Canadian children's show from the 70s and 80s, so it's probably not something we're going to find here in the US anyway. But I may have other Canadian watchers, so if you are from Canada, be on the lookout for this. Okay, so this is Daydream Bear, and she paid $20 for it, which is $14.87 US from a local seller, and she sold it for $112.99, which is $84.01. It sold 12 minutes after posting. So she really has a thing for knowing which Care Bears sell well and for good money. Pretty cool. All right, so these are Care Bear sticker albums. Just gonna let you kind of look at the pictures because I'm like, do they have stickers in them? Are they like a sticker book? Not really sure. They look like a little workbook, but they must have stickers that go along with it. Okay, so anyway, she paid for what works out to be $9.25 for both, so that's $6.88 US from a local seller as part of a larger lot of sticker albums. She sold it for $109.99, which is $81.78 US. These sticker albums are especially hard to find, complete with all their stickers inside. So I'm assuming hers had, yep, complete. So, and this is the brand. I think it's the brand. Yeah, right here. Panini, I think it's how you say it. So be on the lookout. Okay. Kittle again. I don't know if I've ever seen these before, but this is like that little alien. I think was that a Kittle too? Yeah, Kittles. Oops. So yeah, I don't know what these are, but be on the lookout for them. This came from the doll room, and she sold it for $89.99, which is $66.91 US. All right, so these are vintage dolls, and she said that these were, people love these dolls. They were sold very cheaply in the 50s and 60s, but today people will sometimes pay 10 to 20 for just one. So another good little tip. So she sold them as a lot. She may have made more selling them individually, but it may have took a lot longer. So they were a part of the doll room. She sold them for $71, which comes to $52.79 US. All right, so this is a Molly doll. Never heard of her. 1996. She paid $5, which is $3.72 US from a thrift store, and she sold it for $44.99, which is $33.45. And she sold it 20 to 25 minutes after posting. So that either means that somebody was just looking for it, or that she had the price maybe a little too low. I don't know. When things sell quick like that, I'm always like, oh, I should have priced it higher. But I don't know. So let's go on to the next one. All right, Star Bright Sparkles from 1990. $6 from a thrift store, which is $4.46 US, and she sold it for $32.99, which is $24.53 US. How cute is that? I can totally see kids loving that one. Huh. Okay. These next two came from the doll room. So I would say just from the items, 5 or 6 in this video, that she has already made her money back from the doll room. This one was $119.99, which comes to $89.66 US. An antique Armand Dream Baby doll. And it looks like it's bisque. So yeah, really neat item. Let's see if we can look at the mark. I like to look at the back. It says Germany. I can't read that if it's like a number. Anyway, check the back of the neck. But you can see she shows the body of it. And it's got issues. I mean, check out the hand here. And it's still sold for $119.99 or $89.66 US. So definitely something to be on the lookout for. Here's another one, and let's see what. She's got a little cute outfit on. Trying to see if I can see okay, so here's the back of her neck. It says Germany, and again, it looks like there might be numbered. AM. So, I don't know. $89.99 is what it sold for, and that would be US $67.25. So, again, the doll room, let's go, we'll just do Canada. She paid $500, and I wanted to see so far so she got 212. $212, 71, 119, $89.99. I thought there was another one. $89.99. So yeah, I think she's close to making her money back just on the items in this video. But she did say in the first paragraph that I read to you guys that out of everything, she's already sold it for, she paid $500 and sold a lot of it already for $756. So, but just, you can see the items in the video have done really, really well. So I want to tell you how to get into her store. You're going to go over here and you're going to click see other items. And I like to go highest first. So you can see some of these other items that she has listed. Definitely into toys and Care Bears and stuff like that. Not a whole lot listed right now, but I'm sure she is going to continue to list items from the doll room. It sounds like she has probably a whole doll room herself now. If you click completed list, and again, she's only sold 27 items. I mean, she has 25 feedback. So I'm guessing she probably hasn't been selling that long. All right, so highest first. So the Care Bears. I think most of these are the items that I posted in the video. And then she's got some. Oh, I didn't see this one. That's cool. I didn't see any of these. How did I miss these? Wow. So yeah, she's done really good with sticker albums. She may have sold those after her and I, since I looked at her solds last. So anyway, yeah, lots of good stuff. So congrats to this seller for having some awesome items. And I will post a link to her store down in the description of the video if you'd like to check that out. Just click on that. And if you have questions or comments, be sure to comment below. Click the like button if you like the video. If you learned something, comment. It's always nice to hear that people are learning and that you learned something new. So comments are appreciated. Thank you. And again, be sure to subscribe and have an awesome day.